Are you worried that it's too late for you? That God won't give you a second chance? Well, you're wrong. If you're still thinking about God, that's because He's allowed you to think about Him and to be concerned about what He thinks. You're not a reprobate. You haven't lost your soul. It's not too late. In Luke 23, verses 39 and so forth, Jesus is nailed to the cross, and there are two criminals nailed to their own crosses, to the left and to the right of him. And one of the criminals hanging beside him scoffed, "So you're the Messiah, are you? Prove it by saving yourself and us too while you're at it." But the other criminal protested, "Don't you fear God, even when we are dying? We deserve to die for our evil deeds, but this man hasn't done anything wrong." And then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus replied, "I assure you, today you will be with me in paradise." God gives people second chances, even up to death. That was the exact moment that God foreknew that the opportunity to give his life to Christ would be made good on. So if you're concerned today about your relationship with God, it's not too late. The prodigal son was far away in another land. He spent all his money on drinking and partying and fornication and all that. And then he remembered how good he used to have it with God. And he said, if only I could go back home. I'm not even worthy of being a son to my father anymore, but I could be a slave. I could be a hired worker on the farm. And he came back, and he was rehearsing to himself what he would say. And the father saw him at a distance and ran to meet him. After first telling his servants, "Quick, go, get the fattest calf and barbecue it. Get a ring, get some new robes." And he hugged his son. His son was dirty. His son shamed him by demanding his inheritance early, and then by wasting it, squandering it on terrible living. And in that day, landowners would not run. That's something that a messenger would do, a foot messenger who would have to run from city to city to carry out the words of another. So a landowner running himself is very unusual. And Jesus told this story to demonstrate the Father's love for us. And then he embraced him. He said, "My son was dead, but now he's alive." And he put a ring on his finger, a sign of power and of being a part of the family. And he put new robes on him, and they celebrated together. So if you are the prodigal son or the prodigal daughter, please come today to God. Today is the day of salvation. You know, it's they asked in the Old Testament, he's like, "What do you guys want to do? As for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord." So if you're thinking about God today, and you're thinking, what if it's too late? It's not too late. He's calling you back to him. So be like the thief on the cross. He was saved by faith alone in God. He didn't live long enough to do a baptism or any good works. He was saved by faith alone. Ephesians 2:8 and 9 says salvation is a free gift from God, not of works, so that nobody can boast. So come to the Father. He is calling you home today.